All right, we're going to talk about Teams meetings, scheduling meetings, and the calendar portion of Microsoft Teams. So your calendar inside of Teams syncs with your Outlook calendar. So whether you schedule a meeting here in Teams or through Outlook, it will show up on both calendars in real time. One helpful thing that the calendar has here inside of Teams is during a meeting that you may be having, there will be a join button for the meeting if it is a Teams meeting. So with just a click, you can jump into your Teams meeting and get all of your settings set up right here, just like you would if you were going through the link in Outlook. So the other thing to mention about your calendar here is a couple of different customized options. So you can see just your day, just your work week, or your whole week if you want to. So additionally, let's talk about Teams meetings options that you have here. And we've of course got a Meet Now option. This is a great option for an impromptu meeting. You can go ahead and set up a Meet Now meeting, call it what you want. You can start the meeting right away or get a link to it to invite some folks. But if you have maybe a presentation to set up or you want to get your screen share all ready before people hop on, you can do that right here. You can also have a meeting with just yourself. You do not have to invite anybody else to be in a meeting with you. If you want to have a meeting of one, maybe use that as a place to do some practice, record yourself giving a presentation, lots of reasons you might want to have a meeting without anyone else in the room. You can absolutely do that. Now I want to talk to you some about the webinar and live event options here inside of Teams. Similar to a webinar capability inside of Zoom, which you may be familiar with, Teams has the option to let you produce content in a little more polished way. So you can have a producer and determine who the speakers are and who's going to show on the screen at which times, and all those kind of things can happen here in these formats where you are having a piece of content that's delivered in a one-to-many situation. Right now today, the outer limits on these kinds of meetings are they can be up to 4 hours long and they can have up to 10,000 people in them. And hey, if you guys are doing anything longer or with more people than that, we would love to hear about it. So let's talk now about scheduling your Teams meetings. Today, Enable is still recommending that you schedule your meetings in Outlook instead of directly inside Teams. And the reason that is there are a few more features built into the Outlook options than there are in the Teams options. So let's bump over here and take a look at our calendar in Outlook. So if I wanted to schedule a Teams meeting here in Outlook, it's very easy. You'll notice that now you've got options up at the top of your screen. You can just click New Team Meeting and your invite will pull up. It's automatically got the join links and all the info there that you need. So that's super handy. So we'll give our meeting a title here. So we've got our meeting and you can set some people to join. And then, so far, this looks pretty standard, but you may have noticed there is a new menu item in your meeting invite screen here called Meeting Options. And if you click on this, it's going to give you some options here that are new and wonderful. I'll wait till it pulls up to tell you more. Okay, so here under Meeting Options, you can go ahead and set for your meeting these features. Who should bypass the lobby? So by default, you probably have anyone that's not in your organization going into a lobby where you let them into your Teams meeting. But you can set the determination here and say, who do you want to be able to bypass the lobby? Do you want cameras allowed? Do you want commenting allowed, etc.? Lots of options there. Additionally, and this is my very favorite one, does anybody else ever get halfway through your meeting and realize you forgot to record it? There is now an option as you're setting up your meeting invitation. You can just check this box to record that meeting automatically. And like magic, your meeting recordings will be remembered by Teams instead of by you. And for me, that has worked out really well. So I wanted to let you know there are a few more features here, and because of these extra options, we found that it is still easier and preferable to invite people to your meetings, schedule your meetings here through Outlook instead of inside Teams. I hope that helps you guys out today. Thanks for listening.